Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Andrew at Sexton Gaming, and I'm gonna start off this video by going over probably something you notice on the screen right now. I'm in week 7, and you're probably thinking, Andrew, how are you this far into the season? Like, I can tell from last video where you stopped at. So I'll just go ahead and start off by saying my video file from the last recording session, it got corrupted. There was no salvaging it. I tried for like hours on end. Just couldn't be salvaged. So I guess what I'm going to do is just give you guys a recap of what happened last video, and we'll jump into this game versus Auburn. In the file that ended up getting corrupted, I did play Old Dominion, so drum roll please, and I will show you how that game went. We did end up winning 35-28 in a really close contest up until that fourth quarter where we took a go-ahead score, and it was a lot closer than you would assume by the box score, but let me see if I can get some stats pulled up for you guys. Passing, Joe Brennan, the quarterback. Now, I know you're thinking, well, Andrew, what about Peter Athens? He's your starting quarterback, right? Well, this would have been in last video, but there is some team drama going down, folks. After the App State/Idaho State win, Coach Bobby Budson was left with a dilemma. Does he still go with quarterback Peter Athens at the helm, or does he make a switch to the backup Joe Brennan, who got him the win? Well, he went back and forth with the decision, and when he finally came to the decision to let Joe Brennan get some first-team snaps in practice, Peter Athens was not happy. But let's hear the rest from the LLC Stevens podcast as he brings the full story.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the LLC Stevens Football Podcast. I am your host, Jay Stevens, and today, guys, we're going to be taking a dive into the backstory of a quarterback so popular here in college football today. Going to be taking a look at the Towson Tigers' former starting quarterback, Peter Athens. Now, Peter Athens, as a freshman in 2018, was a 3-star recruit at the University of Florida with the promise of being the next guy in line after Kyle Trask was moving on out. He tore his ACL in spring ball and missed the entire season, so it's a rough start to the career for the guy, but he's got to be able to make a bit of a bounce back, right? Moving into 2019 as a sophomore, recovering from the ACL tear, he is waiting his turn. He's told he was going to be the guy, comes back, and Felipe Franks is there, and he lost out to Felipe Franks. But moving on to the 2020 era, he's a sophomore, redshirt sophomore. Florida goes and they recruit Anthony Richardson, and it pretty much seems like Florida is ready to move on from Peter Athens, and I think he's about ready to move on from them. As we're just going through the highlights of this young man's struggles, if you will, he entered the transfer portal to West Virginia as a redshirt junior in 2021. The young QB room at West Virginia led to Athens getting the starting job during spring ball. He had a pretty decent season, beating his former Florida team. The Gators were able to they chalked up a loss to good old Peter Athens, but at the end of the season, the coach sits Athens down and lets him know that former 5-star JT Daniels is transferring from Georgia, and Daniels is going to be the day one starter. Athens decided to then hit the transfer portal once again, and where does he end up? In Towson, playing for the Tigers. And he had a pretty decent start to the season. He was the day one starter, played a couple games, but Unfortunately, now he's been benched for Joe Brennan after an injury against App State as well. Um, he had some shaky play throughout the first part of the season. He's been very vocal about playing at the next level, whether that be in the NFL, XFL, or USFL. But this benching makes his dream seem more and more uncertain. And this is all the news that we got out of Towson from their head coach, their recruits, and everything. We tried to reach out to Peter Athens for some comments on the struggles that he's been going through recently. And he didn't really seem to want to talk, which leads us to believe that maybe Peter Athens is he's very much not too happy about this, and probably quite doesn't quite understand what's going on there on his side of things. Maybe he thinks that he's still the guy, but nonetheless, let us know what you guys think. We will continue to monitor the Peter Athens story, and hopefully we can see him end up at the next level. Maybe he'll find a way, as some of these guys always do. Nonetheless, make sure you continue to check out the other podcasts we have up here on the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you stay hydrated, drink some water, and as always, go Pack Go.
Rushing wasn't too big of a game for Terrence West like the other game, but 16 attempts for 47 yards and a touchdown. Joe Brennan did do a lot on the ground as well, 13 attempts for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. Receiving wise, it wasn't a whole lot going on. Spencer Wilkins with 5 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. James Obo, 3 receptions for 31 yards. And Leon Kennard, 3 receptions, 38 yards, and a touchdown. And I know what you're thinking, Andrew, why is Derek Joseph up there with zeros all over the stat sheet? Well, that's because he dropped 1 pass. That's it. That's all he got. Defensive-wise, it was a pretty solid game. Brighton Barr had 5 solo tackles. He was our tackle leader with 1 TFL. There was a monumental pick in the fourth quarter by Christopher Carpenter. Returned it for 16 yards. It did set us up for the go-ahead touchdown. Drew Shapico did have a sack on the game. It was the very first play that Old Dominion ran. And Ryan Mays had no stats other than the 1 pick that he had in the fourth quarter, and that was to seal the game when they were trying to go for their game-winning drive. But that's all the important stats for you guys, other than our boy Arnold Farmer having 1 sack. But that's all the stats I have for you guys. Jabari Thomas did have some returns. He got injured, so there isn't that much to show for, but he didn't get any touchdown returns as well. So maybe that can be today in today's game. Starting off with recruiting, we have recruits Noah Lowe and Marcus Hughes commit to the squad. If you would have seen the last video, if the files wouldn't have got corrupted, I was ecstatic about these guys signing. With those points freed up, I went ahead and threw 500 points into James Scott just to see if we can get back in this race. And we are gaining, so hopefully we don't get locked out as we continue to climb in that race. And as you can see, I did throw some more people onto the recruiting board. I'll just go over really quick the ones I have points thrown into. Starting off with a kicker, Michael Branch. I got tired of not being able to hit any field goals past like 30 yards, so we're going to go after this guy. Jeremy Martin, another JUCO transfer, plays wide receiver, will fill a void with some of these seniors leaving. Another JUCO, Reggie White. Namesake alone, I was going to go after him, but with a 77 overall, can't go wrong there. There's also wide receiver Paul Brown, Tom Ferguson, defensive end Jared Osborne, outside linebackers Scott Novak, and Matt Carter. I might go into them if I have some points, but for right now, this is what the board's looking like. I also scheduled Matt Johnson's visit for Week 10 when we play the UGF Pandas, as well as I threw a scholarship at Walter Fuller in hopes of him committing sometime sooner rather than later. And after all that, I still had 500 points left over, so I went ahead and threw 500 into Matt Carter as well, just to get some outside linebacker help. And the very last thing I did as well, go ahead and throw a scholarship at Adam Garrison. We also had some coaching upgrades. Big Bobby Budson went up to level 4. Tim Bird went up to level 3, and Andy Muse also went up to level 3. I can tell you now, I put the closer into Big Bobby Budson, and for Tim Bird and Andy Muse, I went ahead and threw it into the stamina upgrade. Well, guys, I am sorry for that unfortunate turn of events, but we're going to go ahead and jump into today's game where we go ahead and play the Auburn Tigers. Here we are in the rain at Auburn. Probably not going to be a pretty good showing for us, but you never know. Looks like it's going to be a ground heavy game. We get to make the call for the coin toss, and you know what we're going to do. Tails, because tails never fails. Well, crap. They do end up electing to receive, so it doesn't matter. I was going to kick if I won anyway. Getting to start out on defense here. We'll have to see what Auburn does with the rain. I'm sure they'll pass it just as much as they run it, but if it were a realistic game, they would run it more. As they take the out route here to Johnson. He cuts up. I can't make the tackle, and then he's breaking a tackle as he steps out of bounds. Already on the first play, our coverage is breaking down, so we're going to send a little pressure here on second down. Oh, and Ashford just put me in a blender. He did it again. I don't understand what happened there. Ryan Mays makes the tackle, but that was just terrible defense from me. Not even the team, just me. Well, if Ashford's going to scramble, it looks like we're going to be putting a quarterback spy up for the game. They go jet sweep. There's nobody out there trying to make a tackle, and he doesn't get the touchdown. I really thought he broke the plane there for a touchdown, but I guess not. So I think we all know it's going to be a run play here. It's just a matter of which direction are they running it. Oh, it's a pass play. They go out to Tank Bigsby, and he steps out of bounds for a loss of 6. Wow. All right, 3rd and 6 from the 6. Hopefully we can get a stop. I'm going to throw up a quarterback spy just in case. Man in motion will move the line. Going to go play action here. And he's going to scramble and get the touchdown. The spy wasn't able to get there in time. Unfortunate. Not how we wanted to start that game on defense, but hopefully Jabari Thomas can, never mind. I was going to say give us some life, but that is not the case. All right, out on offense for the first time. Joe Brennan going to be starting at quarterback with Peter Athens stepping away from the team for a little bit. So we'll see what goes down here. He got us the win against Old Dominion, but this will be his first time on camera showing what he's got. Terrence West going for 4 yards, but that's about it. No running room whatsoever. On the plus side, Joe Brennan is a scrambling quarterback, unlike Peter Athens. Has a little more speed to him, so maybe running the read option can be more effective with him, as we're going to slide down there and not take a hit, but we do get the first down. Going to go back to the read option here on second down. Looks like they're going to blitz off the right side with that safety moving down. So, stays put, and Terrence West gets laid out, and he's injured. That is not good. He took a big hit from that defensive lineman, and he is holding his shoulder. Not good. Well, with that injury, we're going to see the backup come in. I don't know who the backup is, but his name's Jones. I think he got some playing time in the very first game against Stanford. And let's see what he's got here. Trying to follow his lead blocker, but he's just too slow. And Trey Jones, that's his name. Trey Jones only going for, looks like 2 yards. Good news, Terrence West will be back soon. Just a bruised elbow, I think it's what it said. 3rd down and 6, though. We're going to pass just to see what we can get going here. And he gets it away as he gets hit, and Spencer Wilkins somehow holding on to that pass. That was a crazy play. And Terrence West is back on the field. We're going to switch it up and go play action. Looks like they might be running some man, maybe blitzing. We'll see what happens. Immediate pressure. We're going to have Brennan just throw this away. If I had a few more seconds, I saw Kennard running upfield. Probably could have been a huge gainer, but I didn't want to take the risk. Going 5 wide here. Hopefully one of these quick short routes can get open as we see Willie Ponder, and he just drops it. That is unfortunate. He could have definitely had a first down there. Another 3rd down and long for the Tigers. We're going to go with a screen pass here just to see if maybe that can get something going. They are blitzing. We're able to get it out in time. And he gets shoestringed by the defensive lineman. That is so infuriating. I'm just going to go ahead and punt it. I don't really want to go for it on 4th and 8. Hopefully I can get this right. I have terrible luck when it comes to kicking in this game. And my terrible luck continues, as that was a god-awful punt. I really need to figure out how to kick in this game. Good lord. I gave them such good field position with that crappy punt. Good lord. Ashford looking to scramble again, and he kind of just falls on his own lineman. I'm going to credit, they're going to credit him too, to Drew Sherpico getting another sack. He's definitely our sack leader of this team, and he gets another one there. 2nd and 17. We're going to send some pressure here. Hopefully Brighton Barr can get there. He can't. Bradley gets thrown off. Smith able to make the tackle, but Javarius Johnson going for 27 yards. 1st and 10. Let's see what they're going here. Play action. I'm on that, and I can't actually do anything. I was spamming triangle to try to pick it. Not happening, and they get another big gainer. Definitely need to figure out what's going on with my triangle button, because I'm trying to catch some passes that are thrown that could be picks, and I'm just not getting any response from it. And just like that, they're back in the red zone looking to score. They're most likely going to, but we'll try to stop them, as Tank Bigsby just runs it in pretty easily for him. You know, for the first time, I'm thinking of not taking it out with Jabari Thomas, but I'm still going to, as he gets past the 25 this time, thankfully. Scott's over there by himself. Looks like it's probably going to be so, but I'm going to keep an eye out for him. It is, and we're going to go to Kennard over there on the curl route, and it works out for 11 yards. Man, if I had put Kennard on a streak there, he's probably gone. You never know, though, with this team, so food for thought. All right, 1st down and 10. Was trying to wait for it's Derek Joseph, not Johnson. I was close. Don't at me in the comments. Scrambling. We get it to Leon Kennard. Trying to make a man miss. We can't, but 28 yards. I will take it. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. We're down 14-0. It's been all Auburn. And we're getting pretty dominated right now. 1st and 10. New quarter, new us. As we finally get it to Derek Joseph for 11 yards and a 1st down. All right, the pass attack has been going pretty well. I'm going to go back to the run game, see if we can get something going. And we cannot. Running is not an option, it looks like. Gonna go back to the pass play here on 2nd down. I had Obu open. I could have went to him. I just tried to throw it away. That was just a terrible read on my part. 3rd and 12, coach is calling the ever so popular 4 verts play. We'll see what happens here as we have a man open. That's Kennard, and that's a touchdown. Townsend Tigers finally get on the board, and we're going to make this game a 1-possession game. Back on defense again. Was okay for a bit there on that last drive. It's just we had some troubles with trying to intercept the ball as Ashford tries to scramble. Thankfully gets caught up by his line and only goes for 4. Going to send a little bit of pressure, but I am going to keep Brighton Barr on a spy as he goes in and gets a TFL. Good for the young fella getting in the backfield. 3rd and 8. We're going to put Ryan Mays over there on the spy. I just don't trust this quarterback and him not wanting able to run, and I should have probably not have done that because that would have been Ryan May's zone, and Tank Bigsby going for 23. Gonna keep Brighton Barr on the quarterback spy. I just really don't trust Ashford. Man in motion. It's a screenplay to Bigsby. We can't get out there, but Carpenter was able to bring him down from behind. I really just don't know what to run against this team. Man doesn't work, zone's not working, and we're just getting beat every play as they go for another 23 yards. Like, I know I came into this game expecting to probably lose. It's just infuriating that you can't get a stop on defense at all. Gonna put Davis on a quarterback spy. Like I said, I don't trust this quarterback at all. I definitely think he'll run it given the chance. But he's throwing the ball out of the end zone there, making it 3rd and 1. I definitely think they're going to run it, but I could be wrong. But I'm going to send some pressure just in case. As they do go to Tank Bigsby, I make a bad user error, and they score. Jabari Thomas, you already know we're taking it out with him. We don't get a block, and he fumbles as he takes a huge hit. Oh, man. All right, 3-minute drill just about. We got to try to get some points up before halftime, hopefully. Definitely don't want to go 3 and out here. Oh, we were almost hit for a TFL. I tried to slide down, but I couldn't. But 7 yards, I'll take it on 1st down. I definitely don't want to leave too much time on the clock, but at the same time, if I try to take my time here, I might screw myself. So it's going to be a weird drive here for sure. But these read options are working out pretty well. I know running the ball isn't the best thing in the world to do here, but I'm still going to do it, and we go for a loss of 1. All right, screw running the ball. We're going to throw it 5 wide. See what happens. Probably going to throw a pick here, but it's okay. Willie Ponder over the middle. Oh, he's wide open, and they trip each other. Willie Ponder, he's going to score. Touchdown! Oh my goodness, he's like the 5th string wide receiver. Man, Joe Brennan putting that on a string too. He fit that right in the gap he needed to. I definitely scored too fast on that drive. I left him a minute 30 and 3 timeouts. But, you know, in this type of game, we just need to take points where we can as we get a sack. Is that Arnold Farmer? Was that Arnold? After the big sack from Arnold Farmer, they did take a timeout, but it's 2nd down, and oh my goodness, who was that? Was that Bradley? That was Thomas Bradley. What a breakup. So acrobatic there. If Bradley would have missed that, that would have been a touchdown most likely, but what a great effort play from him. They are going to run it here on 3rd and 15, and we're going to call a timeout and get this ball back. Jabari Thomas back deep to get this punt. Probably like the kick returns. He's not going to fare very well, and he doesn't as he almost gets tackled immediately. All right, a minute 10 left. We have 2 timeouts. Let's see if we can probably put a drive together and score as, oh, we almost threw a pick. I did not think the linebacker could jump up that high. I got to remember that these SEC schools have just absolute athletes at every position, so shouldn't be too shocked about that as, oh my goodness, Spencer Wilkins almost got his head taken off there. Probably shouldn't have thrown that into the danger zone. And just like that, it's 3rd and 10. Coach is calling the 4 verts play once again. I'm not going to argue with it considering its effectiveness last time as we're going to go to Willie Ponder here over the middle, and that's a 1st down. Willie Ponder having a huge game to be like a 5th string receiver. 2 receptions for well over like 40 yards and a touchdown. Little under a minute here. I'm going to keep bleeding the clock. I'm not going to call my timeouts just yet. We're going to go back to that play that had Willie Ponder scoring on it as Joe Brennan throws that into no man's land, but probably for the best as Spencer Wilkins was covered. That play did stop the clock, thankfully for us. Hopefully we can get something out of it as we get sacked. So definitely not what we wanted there. We're going to call a timeout. 3rd and 19, definitely not in field goal range, and Coach is calling the 4 verts once again. Hopefully, if we can't get a 1st down, we can at least get back into field goal range. So we're just going to lob this one up to Kennard, and again, I just can't get my triangle button to cooperate, and we throw a pick. Definitely thought they would try to run out the clock here as we get a pick finally. Smith with the pick. Pick Smith. And with that pick, they basically just reset our downage. Pretty much in the same spot as we were beforehand. We're going to see if we can hopefully get something going here. We can't. We're just going to throw it away. I'm not going to risk a sack. It definitely doesn't help that Coach wants to run like the same 5 plays in this situation. So I had to go farther into the playbook to pull this play out just to see something new. And I throw another pick. I definitely thought I could fit that over his head, but we're throwing another pick here with 19 seconds left in the half. Just making some mistakes that didn't really need to be made. It looks like they might run out this clock here. Nope, they're going to call a timeout. I don't know what the purpose of that run was then. Just in case, we're going to put Sherpico on the quarterback spy. I don't trust Ashford at all. He has all day to throw the ball. Coming back. Oh, and Johnson somehow catches that. I definitely thought we could break that up. And they're going hurry up here. It doesn't look like they're going to spike it either. I definitely don't know what they're doing. And this is Heisman CPU as well. This isn't, you know, this is the highest difficulty. I don't know what that was. They definitely could have got 3 before the half ended. But anyways, we're going into halftime down by a touchdown. Definitely could have been 2 possessions, but Auburn making a boneheaded decision. We get the ball to start the second half. Jabari Thomas, we're taking it out. And one of our men gets absolutely bulldozed, and we can barely get past the 20. All right, I've thrown 2 picks, both of them my fault. I definitely just need to get some rushing yards here. And Joe Brennan getting hit with a TFL as well. I was trying to say I'm going to try to make Joe Brennan save face here, but not looking like it right now. All right, we're going to try to hand it off to Terrence West here. I know the run game has basically been non-existent today, but we need something, and 3 yards is not it, but we'll take it. Another 3rd and 10. We're 3 for 5 on the day for 3rd and 10s. Don't know how well this play is going to work, but we're going to try it out anyway. As we get instant pressure, we try to go to Oboe on the run. It just doesn't work out. We're going to have to punt the ball. Man, that is not the way you want to start the second half. Having to punt on 4th and 10. Our punter gets a decent punt away this time. I didn't make the same mistake. Hopefully we can just tackle him. We can. Doing a read option. Ashford on the keeper. We're able to tackle him after he gains 8. Definitely going to have to turn on the quarterback contain. All right, quarterback contain's on now. I'm going to see if that helps. I'm going to keep the spy off just for now, just to see what happens. But if it doesn't help at all, we'll put a quarterback spy back on. As they go with a speed option there, and we hit Robert Ashford in the backfield for a loss of 1. 3rd and 4. I'm running man coverage. Probably shouldn't, but we're going to go ahead and run it anyway. They're running another speed option. He breaks a tackle. He pitches it to Tank Bigsby, and we knock him out of bounds before the yards to gain. Oh, man, I definitely think Ashford would have had it if he had kept it. They're going to try a field goal here. I don't know if they can make it or not, so I put a returner back there. Should be Jabari Thomas, but we'll see what happens here with this kick. It's up, and it looks like it's good, and it is no good? I don't know about that, but okay, I will take it. No points on the board. I really don't see how that wasn't a field goal conversion, but I guess we'll take it. I need to watch that back, I guess. We go read option here. Brennan's going to slide after gaining a 1st down. All right, the run game hasn't worked at all today. So the play action they'll definitely bite on, right? And we are just going nowhere. We somehow fall forward for a gain of 1. We're going to try to run again. We definitely are going to need some luck for this to go our way, as it doesn't go our way at all. No gain, and we're looking at a 3rd and long. Really don't know what to do. Terrence West is 5 for 7 rushing attempts to yards there. We're going to try a screen pass here. I definitely just want to get Terrence West involved, as they brought pressure, and it worked out in our favor as Terrence West gets the 1st and more. A gain of 16, and Terrence West is down again. That is not good. That means Trey Jones is checked back into the game. A big difference in overall between these two, but let's give him a shot, see what he's got. Blocking abysmal, but Trey Jones shrugs off a man and goes for 11. You like to see it. Out of the backup, making the best of an opportunity he gets. Terrence West with some back spasm, it says. He will return soon. So we'll see what happens when he comes back out here is that hits off, looked like the corner's leg. I'm not 100% sure, but everybody was really locked up. I'm going to actually let Trey Jones stay in. I just don't want Terrence West to get injured anymore at this point. I'd rather just keep him healthy. I know the score's 21-14 and we're knocking on the door of the red zone, but I don't want to get him hurt in this game. Corner route, and we throw a pick. I really thought Wilkins would get some separation there, and oh man, it looks like he might return this on us. He is gone. No one's catching him. That's a pick six for Joe Brennan. That is not good. Not good at all. Should I take it out? No. Am I taking it out? Yes. Jabari Thomas. Oh my goodness. If we don't run into that man, we have some room to run. Oh, that sucks. Gonna try the read option. I keep making bonehead decisions on the run. And Joe Brennan getting tackled from behind. And it looks like he's down with an injury now. That is terrible. Well, that means the third string quarterback, Connor Frazier, is in the game now. This is not how I expected this game to go, but here we are. He is in trouble and he's getting sacked for a loss of 12. Man. Brennan with some back spasms. He'll be back soon. Connor Frazier actually came into the Old Dominion game late in the fourth quarter and threw a touchdown pass, I believe. Yeah, touchdown pass on like 4th and goal. It was crazy. Pressure spot for him, but he made it work as he makes this work for him. Oh my goodness. Converting on a 3rd and 16. What a pass. What a read by Connor Frazier there. Joe Brennan back in the game. Still looks pretty tired. So we're going to try to run the ball here, take some of that pressure off of him. Terrence West going for 8. That's like the first gain over 5 yards, I feel like, today for him. And that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. We're down by 2 touchdowns. I really don't know how we're still in this game, but we've been pretty much dominated the entire game by Auburn. We'll see if we can try to make a comeback here in the fourth. 2nd and 2. We're going to try to run it again. We'll see what happens as 55 was double-teamed that play and still got through. That's how abysmal our O-line has been today. They do like to blitz on 3rd and 4, so we're going to try a screenplay once again to see if we can kind of catch them lacking. As we don't, we're still going to throw it out there to Terrence West, and he gets caught from behind again. I don't know who this 99 player is, but it's crazy how fast he can catch up to our running back. It's ridiculous how the SEC is that stacked at talent. We have to end up punting it once again, but it happens. Pretty decent punt. Nobody's really down there to cover, though, but at the very least, we stop them pretty short, so they won't have great starting field position. The goal for the rest of the game: don't get scored on. Thankfully, I was trying to concentrate so hard during that play. But the goal for this game is to not get scored on, just to keep the score as what it is now. The goal for this game, rest of the game, is to not get scored on, hopefully. We can try to keep it at 28-14, but plays like that is definitely not helping us out. We definitely need to try to find an answer for this run offense. We'll see if a blitz play works here on 1st and 10 as they go to pass it, and he's going to throw it out of bounds, thankfully. Going to run another blitz here on 2nd and 10. They go counter. Nobody's really there to make a stop, but we finally track him down after 12 yards. And Tank Bigsby, he is just running all over us this game. He is running however and wherever he wants, and even the backup just breaking tackles like it's nothing. Might be a pass play here on 2nd and 1, but we're still gonna blitz just in case. And wow, Dunst got absolutely sauced on that corner route. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm just too afraid of Tank Bigsby to not run a blitz play. Thankfully, I forget who 99 is, but thankfully 99 got off the block. Clark. I'll move him over. They're just going to run out the clock here for the rest of the game. And, you know, I'm not mad at it at all. I just kind of want to get out of this game. As Ashford's going to try to take off. And, oh, he fumbled! And Barr gets the ball. Wow, what a turn of events. I think he was down, but if not, that is a huge break for us as they were looking like they were going to score once again. Yep, and there it is, the coach's challenge. I definitely think he was down. He was. That's unfortunate for us. But he is, in fact, down. I don't know why the coach even wanted to challenge that. Just let us have the ball. We're going to run out the clock anyway. But I guess they wanted to run it up on us. So after what I thought was a fumble for us is actually just another first and goal here for Auburn. As they continue to run down the clock. No surprise. We're going to switch it to a blitz and kind of just shift everything in. See if we can try to stop them. Bigsby. We bring him down after 3 yards. Hopefully he doesn't score for the rest of the game. Maybe shift people to the right. Looks like it might go to the right side. They're heavy on that side anyway. If not, then they probably score. I'm even going to commit to that side. Just because I really want to stop them. If they go to that side, they go to the weak side, of course. And that's a touchdown for Tanks Bigsby. Well, the game just showed a graphic of Auburn has as many points as Terrence West does running the ball. I'm pretty sure. It might even be total yards at this point. I don't know. But that shows you what kind of game we're having. As I throw another pick. I did not see James over there. But, of course, that's about par for this game, throwing a pick. Oh, Lord. I'm ready to get out of this game. And that's going to finally bring an end to this game. Oh, man. Tank Bigsby, of course, the player of the game. He didn't even have, like, that great of stats. He just had a lot of touchdowns. There wasn't really a bright spot in this game for us, really, than Willie Ponder having some sort of emergence. But this was just a not good game for us. Just need to regroup, come back next week with hopefully a better performance, better attitude, better everything. Well, guys, I just really want to get out of that game as fast as possible. I didn't even look at the stats. But really, other than the Willie Ponder touchdown and the Ty Smith interception, we didn't really have any bright spots. It was just a terrible game all in all. Joe Brennan played bad. I played bad as Joe Brennan, but, you know, the team just played bad as a whole. But I will take credit for the picks. That was just boneheaded decisions on me. But we're going to advance the week, see if we can end this video on a high note if there's any recruits that commit. But I doubt it after a absolute beating like that. And as I thought, this video couldn't get any worse. Terrell Brooks goes and commits to Maryland. So no high note finish. Honestly, a lower note finish. But it's all not bad as we can still go and recruit Scott. Forget his first name, but I know it's Scott is his last name. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Tune in next time as we play the University of South Alabama as we get into some Sun Belt Conference play. Like and sub if you guys enjoyed the video and like to see more. I'm Andrew, again, from Sexton Gaming. I love you all, and peace.